Hello, you beautiful beings of existence, Fanflare here, and welcome back to A Night with Timber. Last time we ran through all the endings as the rabbit, so we're gonna play a little bit as the human, which apparently the human and the witch are very similar roots, which is why they were unlocked at the same time. So, you know what? I'm gonna run through as the witch, because that feels like fun. So we're gonna run through this game as the witch a little bit, and maybe get an ending, maybe not. Don't know. Let's go. Smells like a witch. You didn't even have to say it. Animal folk are sensitive to the scent of magic. That's probably how he found you. That's probably how he kept on your tail, despite all those diversion spells you cast to escape. Is he going to hurt you? Why was he chasing you? Why didn't you stay in your tent? Why did you think you could make it out of here alone? What's the matter? Are you scared of wolves? My God, my timber voice keeps changing. I gotta stick to one. How could he ask you that? People have gone missing on this mountain. Rumor has it they were eaten by wolves. You don't want to end up as a wolf's dinner. Weekly, you beg him not to eat you. Relax, I'm not even hungry. If he's not hungry, then why was he chasing you? Indignant and exasperated, you demand an answer. You dropped something earlier. What? He reaches in his pocket and presents a star-shaped wooden keychain. Your warming charm. Thank you. Okay. You snatch it out of his hand and hold it close to your chest, relieved. The biting cold of the snow melts away as you channel your magic into the small object. You've been searching for this. I'm Timber, and you are? Eyeing him cautiously, you tell him your name. If he's bothering to introduce himself, maybe you won't be eaten after all. Tofu. Nice to meet ya. What's a witch like you doing this far into the mountain? You lost? Why did you come here? To meet you, let's be honest. First, we're gonna say we were studying magic. You explained that this environment is uniquely suited for a few rare species of magical flora. You came here for field research. Research, huh? No wonder you look so unprepared. A squishy little academic braving the wilderness all on their own? He teases you with a smile. You'd be offended if you hadn't caught the underlying sentiment of concern. Yeah, I can read. Jesus. Well, it's dark out. We better get you back to your campsite, Tofu. He's gonna keep helping you. What's with that look? Ha! You think I'd just leave you out here by yourself? It's dangerous! Yes, very dangerous. A short time ago, you'd been running for your life. When you point this out to him, he laughs again. Sorry, I didn't mean to scare you. If you hadn't run off so fast, I'd have returned that thing sooner. You reattach the warming charm to your backpack, hoping that this time the metal clamp will hold. How had it fallen off without you noticing? You still feel a little suspicious. Timbers quietly escorts you back through the woods, looking over his shoulder every now and again to check that you haven't fallen too far behind. You imagine he must have been bad. You imagine he must have been pretty good with night vision. You don't feel the need to cast a light spell with him leading the way. God, why can't I read today? The ground is sloped slightly upward, but otherwise flat and even. You've hiked worse, but by now your legs feel like jelly. You hadn't had a chance to eat anything, and exhaustion is setting in fast because of it. Finally, I can fucking read. Your trudging footsteps slow. After a moment, Timber takes notice. You okay back there? He calls out to you, his breath visible in the cold night air. You can use a quick break. You wave to him, hunched over the weight of your backpack. You don't get much exercise, do you? Shut up! Hey! I work out plenty. I'm just not used to hiking in a mountain. He's teasing you again. It's not your fault. Witches aren't exactly known for the physical. She doesn't need to know that. Timber steps lightly back to where you stand. You're surprised at how quiet his movements are. I can't stay out too late. My pack gets nosy when I'm out on my own for too long. Let me guess, troublemaker? His pack? So he's with a group of other wolves. It makes sense. You hadn't really considered how a wolf like him could survive out here. Out of curiosity, you ask him about the size of his pack. Alright, that's funny. Asking about a guy's pack size when you've only just met? I didn't expect that out of you, Tofu. Fucking! That's good. That's funny. Your face flushes. That wasn't what you meant at all. Alright, that's good. Anyways, weren't you exhausted? Take a load off. He gestures to a nearby fallen log. The two of you take a seat, side by side, but a comfortable distance apart. You slip your gloves off and massage the back of your neck. You've definitely been overexerting yourself. Excuse me. Timber sits quietly next to you, gazing up at the moon. You've never seen a wolf up close before. Photos and drawings, sure, but it's different meeting one in person. It could be the exhaustion, or your eyes playing tricks on you. But in this light, you think he looks kind of soft and fluffy rather than ferocious. You remember his sharp teeth, how terrified you felt when he first stood over you. Oh yeah, that's a good point. That is kind of like a thing that has to happen. But here, he's doing you a huge favor. And even being patient and resting with you. You think he might be kind of nice. A couple of minutes pass in silence. You start to worry that you're totally boring him. You feel inclined to make a conversation. So, eat any rabbits lately? Ask him about what he's doing his pack. Ask him about what he's doing out here. You ask him the first thing on your mind. What he was doing out here in the wilderness at night. Scavenging. He says it flatly. You wait for him to elaborate, but he doesn't. You never get any thought to what it must be like living in the mountains. Camping, sure, but building a life out here? Oh, hold on. Mounts Away may have abundant plant life despite the cold temperatures, but you can't imagine wolves being satisfied with a diet of nuts and berries. You ask him if he's a meat eater. Why? Still scared the big bad wolf's gonna eat ya? He side-eyes you. His wide grin once again drawing your attention to his sharp teeth. Lucky for you, I don't eat witches. The magic taste would be too overpowering. That does imply that you... Wait, we're gonna brush past that. He isn't serious. Okay, never mind, he isn't serious. And anyway, if he wanted to eat you, he would have done it already. Exactly! Unless he's playing the long game, but whatever. You decide you're not afraid of him. I love that. You decide you're not afraid of him. And you let him know it. Okay, fair enough. You could probably stand to be a little afraid. We're strangers after all. The fair. In the mountains, no one's a stranger. They're only fellow hikers. You give him a friendly smile. Careful, you regret trusting me. Why do I believe that? Timber leans forward, then gets to his feet. He stands before you, looking down with a big grin on his face. You should be all rested up now. Let's get moving. You nod and promptly reach for your backpack. Hey, not so fast. He grabs the strap, your hands almost touching. This is what's wearing you out, right? I'll carry it for you. You agree, knowing that it's fine as long as he doesn't run off with it. So you are suspicious of me. What happened to no one's a stranger? Yes, no one's a stranger, true. But there could still be people you're suspicious of that you know. He smirks at you and you laugh awkwardly. He got you there. Timber heaves your belongings onto his back, then continues forward without complaint. You follow behind. A cold wind blows and you shiver from the sudden chill. That's right, your warming charm was attached to your backpack. When you're too far from it, the magic fades and it stops working. You want to ask to take it back, but you really don't want to slow Timber down more than you already have. He said he wanted to go home to his pack, didn't he? You bear it with the cold for now. Your clothes are at least suited for the weather. And now you realize you still haven't had anything to eat. You really should have busted out the trail mix while you were resting. Ah, bugger. Anyway, all of this because you thought a wolf was going to eat you. The same wolf volunteered to carry your heavy backpack for you. Your heavy backpack that has your means of protecting yourself from the cold and saving off hunger. Something tells me this isn't gonna end well, given what happened the last time. You feel pathetic. Beyond pathetic. Maybe the cold is just making you extra depressed. Timber goes back to you, interrupting your thoughts. It's a little off from the direction you came, but I know a place nearby we can take shelter. What do you think, Tofu? Want to keep going or stop somewhere closer? I'm getting suspicious, but I'm willing to be stupid. Let's stop somewhere closer. You're tired and starving. Yeah, that's also true. So relieved that you wouldn't have to keep walking for much longer. Yeah, I thought so. Come on, it's this way. Timber leads you along a stream and towards a large rock face. You get close. The closer you get, the less you feel chilled by the wind. It's not exactly comfortable, but it'll protect you from the elements. Another small incline. The ground is more uneven here, but at least you aren't dealing with the extra weight of your back. It won't be long until you get some actual rest. Seriously, all you can think about is how much your feet hurt right now. Watch your step. It gets a bit slippery from the... His warning came a bit late. That's you. Yep, I figured as much. His warning came a bit late. Your foot slips on an unexpectedly icy rock. Your arms fly out of instincts to balance yourself. Timber reaches out to grab your wrist, helping you steady. You thank him. You gotta find a better place to take your hiking trips. You'll get yourself killed out here. He's right. How easy it would be to slip and end up bashing your head on a rock. You tell him you'll think twice before coming back here on your own. Gotta bring a friend next time? You shake your head. You're honestly more of a solo camper. But despite the circumstances, Timber's been good company. You let him know you appreciate his help. Yeah, alright. The cave's just up ahead. It's kind of cozy for a cave. Not too wet, not too wet and drippy, and protected from the freezing wind. Once you're inside, Timber slides your backpack off his shoulders and sets it down gently against a large rock. This should do for the night. By the way, the way back to your camp. Do you know the way back to your campsite from here? You nod. You can always use the tracking spell if you get turned around. Glad to hear it. Get home safe tomorrow, alright? He did say he has to get back to his pack, is the thing. Yeah, he said he had to get back to his pack. You thank him for all his help again, and you apologize for the previous misjudgment, thinking he was going to eat you and all. I'd considered it, but you're not bad, Tofu. See you around. He waves off, turning his back to you, then exits the cave. That was a joke, right? Well, he's gone now. You'd better build yourself a fire and get comfortable for the night. Sunlight spills into the cave, giving you a gentle awakening. You didn't freeze enough. Thank goodness. You'll be able to make it back to your tent alive after all. You chow down on some trail mix for a quick breakfast and toss a bit of snow on your campfire before finally exiting the cave. You make it back to your campsite and find a bunch of your supplies missing. What? But who could have stolen them? There isn't anyone else who knows you're out here except... Oh, that fucking dick! He stole my shit! Well, he did say you regret trusting him. At least you didn't lose anything too valuable. That fucking asshole! You pack up your things and begin the long journey home. You'll choose somewhere else for your next hiking trip. You fucking dickhead! That was funny. Ending 1. Sayonara, sucker! You say goodbye to Timber, and some of your things went missing by morning. That fucking asshole. Check endings. Alright. Yep, I got one. Yeah, okay. Because, yeah, the endings are the same, but it's probably like different stuff. So I'll still go through the human route once I finish the witch. Alright. You fucker. Turn. Alright. Hey, menu. Alright, yeah. These are probably going to be short episodes, so like I said, unending per video seems fair. So that's going to be it for this episode. God. Alright, I of course I love it. It's a Nami game, but it's like God. I can't wait to see how much further this goes, man. Alright. Well, anyway, that's going to be all for this episode. Thank y'all for watching. Stay gold and see y'all around.